We are ready to listen, discussing current events and local news, community spotlights, hot topics, listener stories, cultural and historical discussions, environmental issues, fun and lighthearted topics, guest interviews. Kiman, basically anything you want to talk about, we are ready to listen. Here's your host, Charles Glidden.
Coming up, it's Open Line, so pick up the phone and let us know what's on your mind, Cayman. Don't be shy. Express yourself right here on Talk Today, next on Radio Cayman. Stay with me.
Talk Today is brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Talk Today. I'm Charles Glidden. Good of you to check in. Well, I hope you had a good, long, great holiday weekend. Did you catch the fireworks? Down there at Cayman Bay. Take the kiddies out and have them enjoy that. Or how about the Mango Fest? Did you get down to the National Museum there and get into all things mango? Maybe get into the peel and eat contest that they had. But all about mangoes on Saturday. So I heard that big crowds, Saturday was like the biggest crowd that they've had since they've been having Mango Fest. So that's very good. Good to know that, people are getting down and checking out things cultural and probably checking out the museum. A lot of people don't realize what a gem we have there down at the National Museum. You can learn so much. And of course, some great football over the weekend, right? England moving forward, led by Harry Hurricane. Yeah, that's my new name for Hurricane now. Harry Hurricane. Because if you're not prepared for him, he's going to blow you away. And you got to give England a couple of thumbs up because, they held off Mexico with being down one man, 10 men on the field, and they held the line, good going. And on the other hand, even though President Trump tried to do his best to make sure the USA made it through to the round of 8. Well, Belgium had other plans for Team USA, beating USA 4-1. I think the problem was the USA came ready to play soccer. Belgium came to play football. And that was a big difference there. But good show anyway. And England takes on Norway in Miami. Yep. Anybody going to that match? Hey? If you're going, how about taking me with you, okay? Let's take a quick look here at the quarterfinals lined up. If I can bring it up here. Let's see what's shaping up here. Quarterfinals got started on Thursday, July 9th. France against Morocco in Foxborough. Foxborough. That's at 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon, Eastern Time. All these are Eastern Times. Friday, Spain takes on Belgium in Inglewood. That's at 3 o'clock. And then on Saturday, Norway against England in Miami Gardens at 5 o'clock. And there'll be another match at night, Argentina or Egypt And Susan had just told me Egypt is ahead. They're still Egypt is still, it's still 1-0 Egypt. Yep, Egypt is leading Argentina, and it'll be either Egypt or Argentina against Switzerland or Colombia in Kansas City, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's the lineup for this week, and we'll see how things go. Today is the Honorable Franz Manderson's. Oh, update. Egypt 2, Argentina 0. How you like them apples? Egypt 2, Argentina 0. As I was starting to say there, today the Honorable Franz Manderson is passing the baton on to the Honorable Gloria McFeel-Nixon. She will become our new deputy governor, and Mr. Manson will be riding off into the sunset this evening, I guess. When we had him on here, says he's going to try and be, a better family man, better husband, better father, better friend, because he never gets to see people that he calls his friends. Spend time with some people, and you can imagine, what that schedule is like being deputy governor. You don't get too much time to just hang out, right? It is Tuesday, and it's back to reality. Well, I got hit in the face with some reality when I opened my email from CUC. It's on my bill, my next bill, $1,038. Oh, God. So this has gone steadily up. And CUC told us it was coming, right? And it's all because of the fuel. The fuel getting more and more expensive as time has gone on. I mean, my bill's went up to $746. Then what I just paid $906. So what's 30 days in arrears, right? So $906 was for May, and now $1,038 for June. And that, what was most discouraging about that is that I used 2% less electricity, but my bill still went from $906 to $1,038. Blame Trump and his war. So what, Susan? They took that goal away? Okay, all right. So that goal didn't count. So wasn't as bad as what it sounds. Yeah, they took it's now Egypt 1, Argentina 0. So we'll see. Messi, better start doing something. Time is going by. Well, it is open line, and numbers to call. You want to be talking about something? 1-800-534-8255. That, of course, is courtesy of Flo. You can also reach the studio on 949-8037, 949-6990, and you can also WhatsApp us on 925-3261. You can call us on WhatsApp, send us a message. We got all kind of means of communication here. So give me a ring. Let me know what's going on what's on your mind. No, I don't want to find out what's in your mind. just what's on your mind, and what's happening around town anyway. I know I mentioned was it last week? We were saying that UK will probably, well, it's not probably, they're going to have a new prime minister, right? It was Andy Burnham, is it? And what I was able to find on him as far as his worldview, his outlook on the overseas territories and financial centers in particular was, he was calling for more transparency and, a public beneficial owners register, apparently where just anybody could go and look up and see who are the beneficial owners of a company. Of course, we have a system now where you have to have some kind of legitimate interest, an investigation journalist. You just can't just go and say, hey, I want to see who the owners of this company is just for the heck of it, right? There has to be a legitimate interest in seeing who is involved in a company, the beneficial owners to be specific. And story in the Compass this morning says UK continues the pressure Cayman over beneficial ownership. So that's under the present. That's under the present prime minister, but it doesn't look like that will change when Burnham comes in. So they, of course, will continue that pressure. And what this is, this woman is what's her name, Hodge, saying that it's coming to the point now where it doesn't look like we can do this by mutual agreement. So is that like a order in council coming? It's 12:30, so got to take a little break here. But 2 callers, I'll get to you as soon as we come back from the break. Stay with me.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Not sure where you fit in tech? Pathways in Tech by Enterprise Cayman can help you find your route. Whether you're interested in project management, computer support, or network systems, this program helps individuals explore practical, career-focused skills for real opportunities in Cayman's tech and innovation sector. It's beginner-friendly, job-relevant, special economic zone connected, and scholarships are available. Your path in tech starts here. Visit enterprisecayman.ky to apply today.
The 7 a.m. Sports Report, brought to you by Dr. Wayne Porter, offering a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. Call 946-9020 to book your appointment today.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. You're listening to Talk Today, and we have a couple of callers on the line, so let's go straight to the phones. Oh, update Egypt 2. Argentina 0. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Charlo.
Yes. How are you doing?
Oh, boy, I tell you, trying to work with a couple plans here and see if I can see if I can make an extra $1.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's so rough around here. It's real rough. But I like how you still laughing and with a bill like that from DC, you still laughing.
If I didn't laugh, I would cry.
Oh, Jesus. Boy, Mr. Charlo, it seemed to me like what's happening around the world. I'm watching you. I'm watching what's happening. And I'm figuring to myself, Mr. Charlo, that apparently the plans that some leadership have is that we are going to have to make more money.
That's their plan?
I mean, setting the world in that kind of order that you're going to have to make more money. You can't just, you can't just, well, obviously because, the cost of living, and then you can't expect that things will be decreasing with, the deflation instead of inflation. Mr. Jalo?
Mm-hmm. Well, it can happen, though,
Yeah, sir.
It has to be something really drastic.
Yeah,
you can have stagflation.
It seems so to me.
So what are you going to do to make more money if that's the world order? This is a plan. What are you going to do to make more money?
Well, I guess some of us going to have to just try to be...
Do the hustle? Hustle?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Something like that, because, some sort of thing, because apparently what I'm seeing is, this is the rich man's world, Mr. Charlie.
Always has been.
Yeah, and it ain't no time to be lazy and being on the street and sitting on wasting time and all that. It's time to make money.
Well, on that note, listen, I got to thank you for the call. Let me get to someone else on the line, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, good to hear from you. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Mr. Cello.
Yo.
I was wondering if they would take this last goal from Egypt too, because you know how it goes. The racism is out there, see, Reno.
Well, you think that's what it's about?
No, but it's out there. Not exactly, but it's out there. And things like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this game, man, didn't want to see Argentina go home.
Really?
They're not my favorites. I don't like Spaniards, boss. From the job site. I don't like Spaniards, brethren.
So you're against the whole South America and Central America, then?
The history is too nasty, my boy. Me as a black man, they don't like me, and I don't like them. But we don't have no problem, because I don't speak their lingos, so even from the job site.
So who you want to see go through to the final?
Well, right now, I know I not got no favorites no more. You know what I mean? Since Brazil gone down and things like that, I not got no favorites. No. But it would be nice after 60 odd years if England can pull it off.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Hurricane can lead them to that.
Sir Harry.
That's my new name for him, Harry Hurricane.
Yeah, but that's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, man, but they're playing good,
Yeah, they held the line. They held the line with 10 men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're playing good, man. They're very focused, my boy. You understand? So, yeah, but I know I expected this from Egypt, neither. I thought they would have been down now, man. Trust me.
Yeah, well, Argentina, surprised. I don't know how many minutes we're into the
but
match, but
when it comes to time, the ball is round and the planet is round too, so things going around.
goes around, comes around.
Yeah, man. So,
but a lot of countries has been surprising us in this World Cup.
yes, man.
So this may be a surprise today.
Yeah, but you never know. Like I said, more young people playing in this one than it was in 2022. So things happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So as far as President Trump, boy, too many crosses follow that man, you know. You know, see, he went to that basketball game with the Knicks.
Yeah.
And they lost. Now, he put his mouth in this, trying to make people believe that he know about football. He doesn't know nothing about this game. He doing nothing about American football, much less. Hello, I met people on the waterfront in Georgetown, tourists. They went to college with him, you know.
Yeah.
He never got no education, but he always had money in college to buy friends. You understand? You should have heard the story. Some tourists that went to college with him shall be down on that waterfront the one day. But we're not going into that. Somebody else want to talk to. Anyway, have a good afternoon.
All right, you take care. Enjoy the game. Yeah, maybe a surprise is shaping up here this afternoon. Susan, what's the score right now? 2-0. 2-0. And how far into the game are we? 74 minutes in? Hey, it's getting tight. Yeah, but that's getting tight. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of surprises in this World Cup. It's been, many people saying they're enjoying the action. So still more to come. And yeah, taking another look around here, seeing what's going on. And I was mentioning how shocked I was to see my electricity bill, light bill, my light bill go sky high, even though I had used less electricity the previous month, right? And of course that demonstrates how this is all about the price of fuel. And as CUC has explained on a number of occasions, the fuel price is passed through to the customer without any kind of markup. That's your share of what the cost of fuel is. And I mean, that is dramatic to see how the fuel has been, just climbing. And we hear about it on the news. We hear about it, here and there. People talk about it, but it's when you see it that you have to pay for it that it really hits home about how serious this whole thing is. And all we can do is have the hope that things are getting better. And from looking at the news yesterday on BBC, the world price for crude has come back down almost to where it was before the conflict started in the Middle East there. But still, people are paying a lot of money, just to fill up their cars, right? And this is all going to take a little while before, even if things continue to improve as far as the Strait of Hormuz and tankers on the move again, OPEC is pumping more oil. They made a decision that they were going to increase their output, but apparently that's not going to have any immediate impact. That'll also take a while before it actually, filters down to you and me. So all we can say is, better must come. Better must come as we continue with these increasing fuel bills, because it really stretches your dollar. If this was something that was going to go on for an extended period of time, we would be in serious trouble. To see how much electricity bills have increased over the last few months is, it's something that just makes you want to say, "Oh my God, how do I keep up with this?" The salary isn't going up, but the price of electricity, and that means probably, the grocery store is paying higher bills also, so they got to cover their charges, right? And once fuel is going up, everything goes up. That's just how it goes. And I'm looking at the control room now, and Susan is having a great time in there watching the World Cup. Oh, Argentina finally scored. So it's 2-1. And what's the time? 89? 79. 79 minutes into the match, 2-1. So let's see what Argentina can pull off here. Or maybe we're going to have a surprise with Egypt sending Argentina home. Right now, I'm going to take a break. Be right back.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Kim Brack and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
It's here. Multi-year trade and business licenses are now available. You heard right. You can apply for TBLs up to 5 years. Save time, reduce paperwork, and focus on growing your business. Apply online at dci.gov.ky. Apply for your multi-year trade and business licenses today.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. What is on your mind? Pick up the phone, give me a call, and we can chat about whatever. Numbers to call 1-800-534-8255. That is courtesy of Flo. You can also reach the studio on 949-8037 or 949-6990. You can call us on WhatsApp, 925-3261. And if you're wondering why flags are at half-mast in Cayman today, it's in respect of the passing of national hero, the Honorable Francine Jackson, who passed away on the 5th of July. The Cayman Islands government mourns the passing of the national hero, the Honorable Francine Jackson, a trailblazer, suffragist, and a long-standing marriage officer who passed peacefully on Sunday, the 5th of July, 2026. And Mrs. Jackson was among the group known as the Phenomenal Four, along with Burdell Jackson, Ethel Cook Bodden, and Laurel Watler, who ran as candidates in the 1959 general election, changing the political and cultural landscape of the Cayman Islands. She was designated a national hero in 2025 in recognition of her pioneering role and her decades of community service that followed. Premier, the Honorable Andre Jackson, said, Mrs. Jackson's life and legacy have touched countless families, strengthened our communities, and left a mark that will endure for generations to come. Even in her late 90s, she remained engaged with her community and with the affairs of her country, a testament to her enduring spirit. On behalf of the government and people of the Cayman Islands, our deepest condolences go out to Mrs. Jackson's family and loved ones. And we have a caller on the line. We have a caller. Argentina's moving up, tied 2-2 now. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Well, you need a vacation to watch those games.
Yeah.
Well, we can't afford to pay you to sit there and watch them. Okay, you got to take these calls.
What's on your mind today?
Mr. Glidden, we have a red light at the tip of South Sound Road going towards Hurley's and the Scotia Bank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a question. How's that light ever came on? Do you know that light ever came on?
I think so. I know it used to. I don't know what it's like these days. Yeah, they had something like controlling so the traffic doesn't all back up there and where you actually enter the roundabout. I haven't gone that way in the longest time.
I have never seen that. As much as I drive that way, I have never seen that light on since I've been sitting there. Never.
Yeah, I know when they first put it, it was functional.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, another one bite the dust then. So, Mr. Glidden, the new license plates that we have now, and we still have a few old ones out there, the yellow ones out there still. But these new ones that we got that they say that they had put this these, I don't know what to call it, like a monitor or something.
A chip?
There on no. Up here on the bypass. What you call it again? No.
Speed cameras?
Crichton, no. Crichton Boulevard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got two gigantic piece of metal across both streets, and they got these 4 things hanging down there. And I understand that they were supposed to do something with these new license plates that someone please call it correct if I'm wrong about. They can tell when a car is not licensed. I don't know if that's really true or that's what they are doing up there.
Yeah, well, I think the police can do it with the handheld one.
Yes, but they put this humongous piece of metal. It's like one of them bigger metals.
Yeah, it goes over the street, right?
Right, but call that. What's the name of that anyhow?
Well, I don't know. A signpost, a big sign.
A signpost, a sign holder.
Yeah.
But then how these?
But there's cameras or something on it, right?
I don't know. It is two things hanging down for the low.
I thought it was going to be like speed cameras.
I thought so too, but
and then they can read. Well, you got the chip or whatever it is right there by your rear view mirror, behind your rear view mirror, right?
Yeah, well,
And they can read that.
I don't know what that's really doing, but I'm quite sure I'm not the only one who'd like to know what is the purpose for that, to be up there and knowing that these new license plates that we have now is fading out. What is there on that plate that this machine can pick up, if that's what's doing when you cross under it. And if that is picking up speeders, let's say doing for speeding, how come we not catching more people on this bypass? And why the police got to come up there from time to time, and people is flashing and letting the other people know that the police is up ahead? Can the police come out and warn people and tell people if say anybody doing it, to please notify them? I mean, how can we say the police don't do their job, and they get a lot of interference from other traffic, and it's not right. It is not right to interfere when these guys are trying to pick up people, even if it's my children or myself.
Yeah, I know. People look at it like, just doing you a favor, tell you slow down.
No. How are you going to slow down when the police are waiting on you, Mr. Glidden? Come on now.
No, I'm saying the other drivers who are signaling, they see it in their head.
The police they're waiting to give an individual a ticket if they are speeding. So do not give the car that's coming any warning. Let the police.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that it's right to do that. I'm saying that that's how they see it. That's how they look at it. You're just doing a favor.
I don't call that no favor. I call that in the favor of the police work. And we keep crossing the police that they don't do the job, and we need other national police officers, and I never hear more. Sometimes I guess in that talk too, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But really and truly, something really need to be done when these guys are trying to pick up these speeders, because then they are out doing a lot of crazy driving out here on our roads,
Oh yeah, that east-west arterial there, that's the racetrack at times.
A racetrack by itself, yes. So Mr. Glidden, tell me something now. Who do you have to notify when you're driving and these long guys are using a weed whacker and the rocks are flying left, right, and center, hitting your vehicle? Who do you call?
I don't know if it's the police or National Roads Authority.
But these people are cutting private yards.
Yeah.
The rocks are flying from the side of the road with the weed whacker and hitting cars as the cars is crossing.
But if you're being a hazard to the traffic, so.
I had about 6 rocks hit my car just last week.
Ooh.
By
do damage?
Tell you the honest God truth, I was even afraid to look. Because I wouldn't be able to go back and find the individual.
Yeah.
You understand? So I wouldn't even look. And she needs cleaning now, so I guess when I clean out the seat now, I'll see little scratches on her. But really and truly, these guys that do these weed whackers on the roads or wherever they may be doing them, it needs some sort of restriction, needs some sort of guard on it, that the rocks doesn't fly and hit people's cars, or even you walking across and they're cutting that rock and come and hit you on your leg or some part of your body when you're walking,
Yeah, well, even those guys that cut, the median strip for National Roads Authority, they can be a little bit more careful, too, with those weed whackers.
Definitely, I must say, but I noticed sometime up here on the highway, they do stop when they're ready. I must say, they do stop running their machines when they see cars are coming, and some just don't. But I guess it does depend on all the hearts, right? Who has the heart in them to have consideration of who's crossing them and all that kind of stuff, But, I haven't heard anything about my grandson watch. And my son is a little clear band watch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a Seiko, it's a Seika or something, a Seika something watch it is, okay? Call the name. But it's not about the watch. You can always replace the watch. But to have a primary school, children to do such a thing, and parents see the kids bringing stuff home, they should question and take it back to the place
Yeah.
it belongs to, because then they're just teaching a child to be honest at a young age, It's just teaching the children to be honest, and if you don't start that from a small age, how can you do when you get 15 or 16, 20, 30,
Yeah, the old finders keepers thing is not really teaching good morals and ethics.
Mm-hmm.
You find something, try and turn it in someplace, and so the person can get it back.
Yeah. Oh, well, anyhow, these new license plates are fading out. Very sad. I thought they was going to stand up to the standard. They said they were going to be the best of the best, and they're fading too. So I guess we need to just go with one license plate like America. We do everything America is doing, so we need to stick with one license plate so we can afford to buy the next one when it fade out. What are you saying instead of buying two?
So what? The numbers are fading out on the plates?
The ink. What do you call it? The color, the ink, or the what?
Yeah, where the number?
Yeah, the number is there, and the number is being faded. Yes, and it's faded down to silver now. It's fading down to silver.
Oh.
The original before this sprayed it or whatever they did to it. So it's fading. Yes, it's fading.
Hard to see.
Yes. Anyhow, later but greater.
All right, you take care. So we're coming up in the news. But we have someone on the line. All right, let's.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hi. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm great. I know football is on, but I just wanted to wish the former deputy governor happy birthday and thank you all for what he's done for our country for all of these years. He has given so much to the community. He's given basically half of his life to the community. And I would like to acknowledge him highly. I respect him highly, and I want to say thank you very much for giving to our country what you have done. It was so much appreciated. We are so grateful. And thank you again, Acting Deputy Franz Manderson. Final day today. And we, the Cayman Islands, love you, and you have a wonderful, prosperous retirement and many more years to come. And I hope you continue whatever you wish to do, that whatever your hands touch, that it just enlightens and just keep on going with your knowledge, its power. When he was going to the law school, I did the exam and failed by 2 points, I must say. And he encouraged me to go back, and I did not. But it's not a regret. But, he is a wonderful person. He is very encouraging. He's humble. And I want to just thank him. I thank him.
All right. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Yeah. So, sometimes you have to acknowledge our people in this community, and people are not doing that. But he did a wonderful job. And, again, have a great retirement and stay safe.
All right. Well, thanks for the call and the good wishes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's 1 o'clock. Let's see what's making news.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
With your latest headlines, I'm Elizabeth Charles. Mayo Clinic researchers and collaborators report that an artificial intelligence tool can examine routine hematoxylin and eosin pathology slides to help classify meningiomas, the most common primary brain tumor in adults, and better understand a patient's risk of reoccurrence. Researchers say the AI-based predictions remained useful even after accounting for traditional clinical factors and could someday guide decisions on follow-up imaging and whether radiation therapy is needed after surgery. The local Mayo Clinic representative office is located at Regatta Office Park on 7 Mile Beach in Grand Cayman. It's a free-of-charge, non-clinical service that facilitates appointments, travel, lodging, and medical record reviews for patients seeking care at Mayo Clinic campuses in the United States and London. In international news, Nigel Farage says he is resigning as MP for Clacton and will stand in the resulting by-election, calling it a, quote, people versus the establishment contest. The move follows questions over undeclared staff and security support, and a £5 million gift he says was for his personal security, which he has not registered. In other news, NATO leaders have unveiled arms deals worth at least $50 billion at a defense industry forum in Turkey, as they seek to show they are heeding U.S. demands to spend more on Europe's defense. President Donald Trump, attending the summit, says he is, quote, very disappointed with NATO and feels the U.S., quote, wasn't treated well by key allies. Those are the latest headlines. I'm Elizabeth Charles.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Your Cayman Islands Health Services Authority has been the national healthcare provider of the Cayman Islands for many generations. We have elevated our level of care to ensure you, our patients, have the best possible experience. We offer better access to care close to home with the most locations on all 3 islands, delivering a full range of primary, secondary, tertiary, and emergency care. HSA is a JCI accredited organization, and we are committed to caring for you.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands. Captain Keith Parker Tibbetts, MBE, JP. Following the 1932 hurricane, like most young men growing up in Cayman in that era, the call of the sea was heard more strongly than any other. Keith Tibbetts Sr. of Cayman Brac was no different. After assisting with the rebuilding of the family home, resurrecting the family car, and helping other relatives and the community rebuild, he built and sold several catboats before going to Jamaica to seek employment as a seaman, and his long distinguished career got started on September 25, 1935, when he stepped on board the schooner Admiral Sturdy, which his father built and was later sold to the Colonel family. A year later, he joined the Canadian banana boat Lady Somers in Canada. During his seagoing year, he visited several ports in England and made 11 trips around the continent of Africa, including a distinguished military career. This was part 3 of a special Sister Islands vignette series dedicated to Captain Keith Parker Tibbetts.
I'll be back. I've got 22 more days.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
Hi, this is Gary King from Totally 80s. My special guest this week is Shaka Khan. Shaka reveals who encouraged her into the music biz. I'll also bring you the latest news on the biggest stars of the decade.
This is Totally 80s.
Heard on Saturdays from 2 until 4 p.m. on Breeze 105.3 and 91.9. And brought to you with the kind compliments of KFC.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. A quick look at the weather. The afternoon forecast is calling for occasional cloudy skies. Well, that's not going to keep the heat down, though. It's 91 degrees here in Georgetown. It feels like 103. Winds out of the south-southeast at 8.5 knots with a relative humidity of 64%. And let's take a look here at the forecast. Tonight we can expect partly cloudy and hazy skies with a 20% chance of showers. A dust alert will remain in effect. Temperatures will fall to the low 80s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. And sunset is at 7:06. The outlook is for partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and hazy skies with the chance of showers and possible afternoon thunder as the moisture is expected to linger through most of the week. An increase in cloudiness and showers are expected from Friday morning as a tropical wave moves through our area. And so watch out for that dust. Let's take a call from our WhatsApp line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk today. Hello.
Good afternoon, Chalo.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Okay, man, and you?
All righty. You watching World Cup?
Yeah, I watches it now and then, but it's not something that I find myself like, you know.
If you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah.
You catch it, you catch it.
But I hope in France win though.
Okay. There you go. You got a favorite.
Yeah, I like Mbappe, man.
Yeah. Well, what about England? You in England?
Yeah, well, England is they're doing good, but Mbappe now is a young man now. I've been seeing him playing from the last World Cup, and from then.
Yeah.
Yeah, from then I really rate him, man. He can play, man. He can play. Yeah. So I hoping that France win. But I don't know if you know a gentleman by the name of Ada Powell.
Yeah, I know the name. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Ada he had a video on Facebook where he was riding his bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cyclist.
Yeah.
And the roads that he rides on, they're all cement. So I texted him on Facebook and asked him if that was cement, because I could see it was cement, but I just wanted to make sure, you know.
Yeah.
So he texted me back and he said, yes, they are cement. And they're big slabs of cement.
Where is he?
He's in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he said all the roads are made of cement in the area where he's staying. All of the roads.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pretty big place where he stays. And he does a lot of cycling, so while he's videoing, you can see the road, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know if Cayman needs to speak to the Philippine government and see exactly how that's done.
I guess they'll last a lot longer.
Something. Yeah, and it's a lot cooler too. It's a lot cooler too. I think that's probably one of the reasons why they never really decided to put asphalt either, because of and asphalt is there's a very toxic something to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does unhealthy stuff, especially when it's brand new. So I hope the government realizes that putting too much asphalt is going to cause tremendously too much heat on the island. And this cement roads now, these slabs, I think would be the best idea moving forward when it comes to parking lots and roads.
Yeah, I know they build them, use cement when, like on the expressway, freeway, whatever you want to call it. You know, in the States, they pour concrete.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard you speaking just now about your light bill again.
Yeah, going up again. Even though I use less electricity, the bill is up. It's the fuel. It's the fuel.
Yeah, but you know something? I believe even after this thing is sorted out in Iran,
Mm-hmm.
with the Strait of Hormuz, I believe even though after that is sorted out, that boats can pass through there, which I don't see it happening right now. But even though after that my problem might be solved, I still don't see CUC coming down with their light bills.
Well, remember that the fuel charge is separated from the actual rate of electricity. You know, that's like a separate line on the bill, right? And what they have said is that they don't mark that up. That is like everybody's share of what is covering the cost of the fuel.
Yeah,
they don't make any profit on it.
CUC, when it comes to light bills with CUC, it's something that's questionable, you know, because I've heard people say that they've even left the island and they still receive a light bill. And before they left,
You mean when they go on vacation or something?
Yeah, they left. Yeah, they left the island.
Yeah, I've heard those things too. It's
these things are questionable. You know, you can't just say no that these people are lying. So, if these people are telling the truth, that means that this is something that is needs to be looked into.
Yeah, those things when you say, "Well, I went away," you got to look at the time you're away when the reading was taken of the bill, and remember you're paying, let's say, in arrears, right? That's what you used last month. By the time you got the bill.
Yeah, but I'm talking about sensible people saying this. I'm not talking about individuals that have no sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about sensible people that know when they left, know when they paid the last light bill, and know when the next light bill is, what it should be. I'm not talking about people that not got no sense. So these, you know, like I said, I heard this more than once. So these things are questionable, and these kind of things need to be looked into, because the government can't just allow CUC to do as they please, and they're not gonna no power over CUC. They don't
I
have
think
no
they've
power
called them
over
out on a
CUC.
few things, and change some things that CUC wanted to do.
You mean you thought some things like what, like solar?
Well, they want solar, but you're referring to this recent thing where people were saying that CUC was trying to tell them that they couldn't proceed with their own solar and all that. This recent little squabble that we had here. where people were saying that
Well,
CUC was saying they had to inspect it, and that's what the people were claiming that CUC said. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that may be one of them.
Okay.
That may be one of them. But I remember after Hurricane Ivan, they had people paying for the damage caused to the light poles. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be like that. Not with the kind of insurance that company got. People shouldn't be paying for no damage to no light poles. Well, so what happened now if another hurricane come now, watch the night one and tear down every light pole and came on again?
Yeah, well, I don't know whether that was under their contract with the government, their franchise that they were given by the government. You know.
Yeah, that's why the government shouldn't go ahead and be signing anything with CUC without letting the people of the Cayman Islands know what the contract is that they're signing.
For transparency,
like I said,
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, an individual who was working with CUC
Yeah, I
before he
remember
won
what you
election,
said.
he was working with CUC, and he's one of them that made the negotiations with CUC, signing the new contract with the PPM government. That shouldn't be allowed. Isn't that against the law though?
Well,
isn't that called conflict of interest or something?
But what you're saying that he had worked for CUC?
He was working for CUC.
At the same time he was in government?
No. He was working for CUC.
Yeah.
He ran for election. He won the election. And as soon as he won the election, he was with the PPM. And the PPM put him, along with others, negotiating with CUC the new 25-year contract. That shouldn't be allowed.
Well, if he was not, if he had left the job, and was, no longer working with CUC, I guess there's, you could say that there should be some kind of time period that between him leaving the job and being involved in any kind of negotiations, that there should be like a sort of buffer there, that he was now separated from CUC. But I mean, technically speaking, he was no longer working there when he was doing that.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be allowed because this individual had shares in CUC too.
Well,
so how
I have shares in CUC.
Yeah, but how can an individual who has shares in CUC, right, and is in government, be allowed to negotiate a contract with CUC? How that should be on behalf of the people of the Cayman Islands? That shouldn't be allowed.
Well, you might have trouble finding people who could do that because so many people have shares. But listen, I got a couple of callers on the line. I got to try and get them in, okay? But thanks for the call. Let's take another call here. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today. Hello, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
I didn't get my wants today. So I have to say something on their behalf,
Uh-huh.
They're a solid team, my brethren. That team there is so balanced, my boy.
Argentina?
Yeah, man.
Boy, that's a sign of a champion, You coming down to the end of the match and you say, let's do what must be done. And you do it,
It's not all about Messi. It's a team.
Right.
You understand? It's a good team, my boy. Let me tell you. But Messi against Chalo.
Did he score?
Yeah, man. This brother is so accurate with his feet, right? He put it on any feet, any foot, and let me tell you, it's almost guaranteed that they're gonna score.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a well balanced team, my boy. Against Chalo, I'm not going into too much politics, but something I believe, right? Somebody somehow is playing a game. This is my belief now. The CUC, the dump, and the 50-meter pool.
That's a heck of a combination.
The impact that it's having on every election, and things not getting no better. And I don't see it getting any better with these 3 projects. So this is why I gotta save my breath and stop talking about CUC, especially, right? And when my bill comes, I just pay. It's only me one, so I know how to use electricity. I don't pay very much for electricity, my friend. Trust me, God. The lights and things that don't need to burn are not burning.
Yeah.
So that's how I work with them, later.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, we got to conserve electricity. I mean, say what you want. The fuel is high, but you gotta make an effort to cut back on electricity if you want a little lower bill. Even though I did I used 2% less than I did the previous period, and the bill still went up. It was about $100-something, something like that. Some quick math there. But again, it's not the electricity itself. It's because of the fuel continuing to rise, and that is passed through to the customer. And according to CUC, they take no profit on that. They don't mark it up to try and make a profit off the increased fuel. That's a straight pass through to the customer. So unless somebody can prove differently, we have to take that as what is being done. And it's when you see that kind of bill, and every month for the last few months here, it's been more and more and more and more. It's a hard pill to swallow, right? Because like my friend he said, well, you need the electricity, right? What are you going to do? Unless you got the money to go out and actually get yourself a solar system with batteries and, provide your own electricity, which it has been clarified now that, you don't have to be connected to the grid in order to have your own solar system on your house. And because, they had this thing where it was a sharing thing where you could actually sell power back to the grid, and you would have some kind of credits there. But that apparently is not necessary. As long as you've got a safe system, that's not going to cause any injury or any kind of difficulties, then you can go ahead and provide your own electricity if you have the money to do that. And I would think that, as time has gone on, it's become less and less expensive to go solar. At one time it was a good chunk of change there to go and put in a solar system on a house, especially if it was a house of any kind of size. And I remember years ago someone was saying that his friend, and the guy I'm talking about now knew about installation of solar systems. But at that time, he advised his friend that, listen, you're in your 50s. I don't think it really makes sense for you to go now and try and put in a solar system. You know, you'll be gone by the time you actually, the savings, you know, become meaningful as far as paying off for the kind of money that you have to sink in to put in a solar system. But that has changed over time, I'm sure. I don't know exactly how much it costs these days to put in a solar system on a typical, 2-3 bedroom home in Cayman. But certainly we got a lot of sun, so if you can use it to provide your own electricity, hey, why not do it? And even just recently, CUC has reiterated, that they are all for scaling up solar energy in the Cayman Islands to, a commercial size that solar can be part of the mix in providing electricity to, all of Grand Cayman. And hopefully we're going to get there because, we need to not be so dependent on, fossil fuel. As we're seeing that demonstrated now, because when you're dependent on fossil fuel, you whatever the price of oil is, you want electricity, that's what you're going to pay for it. It's no way of getting around that. So hopefully we're going to see solar energy in Cayman move forward. It'll take some doing, but I mean the government has set goals to become more solar energy centered rather than in relying entirely on fossil fuels. And who knows when something like this is going to crop up again. Because, I mean, oil, the Middle East, it seems like you never know what is going to happen there. Because, as my wife always says, they've been fighting since the Bible. And they'll probably be fighting when we're dead and gone, too. So you never know what's going to happen in the Middle East when it comes to the supply of oil being interrupted. So let's hope that we move forward on solar energy in Cayman. It's 1:30. Let's take a break. Be right back.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Radio Cayman News.
Finance Committee mulls over more than $134 million in supplemental government spending.
The request touched nearly every corner of government.
We reflect the needs of our community and government's commitment to responsibly addressing emerging pressures.
Radio Cayman. Your voice, your choice for today's biggest news.
7 days a week.
Hi, this is Gary King from Totally 80s. My special guest this week is Shaka Khan. Shaka reveals who encouraged her into the music biz. I'll also bring you the latest news on the biggest stars of the decade.
This is Totally 80s.
Heard on Saturdays from 2 until 4 p.m. on Breeze 105.3 and 91.9. And brought to you with the kind compliments of KFC.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Pick up the phone. Let me know what's on your mind, because you're the guest today. Yep. We got someone on the line now. Rejoining us. Okay. Let's go to that phone call where one of our listeners is rejoining us. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Charlo.
Yes.
Mr. Charlo, this, I took what a Caymanian friend of mine told me. I took it very seriously, but I think I need to take it more serious. Because he said to me that I need to be making more money. So I didn't say too much to him about it, but I just listened to him, and I'm saying to myself, he is right. And then some other things came to mind, looking at what's going on around the world. And I am saying to myself, on a different level, that apparently a lot of people are being encouraged to be, a lot wealthier. It's almost like a requirement that, even Cayman, I'm sure other countries want to see us prosper to great heights,
Think so?
Because, I'm happy that we don't have to pay taxes, but I'm saying to myself, I've been looking into it. If you got to pay taxes, you'd be working for the rest of your life, right, Mr. Charles?
I really haven't considered that, but
for example, like the income tax, and if you don't, your assets will be taken away, etc. I've been made to understand, depending on the laws of the land, but I've been looking into this thing for a while, Mr. Charlo, and as I was saying, I tried to make an extra dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Not one physical dollar, but extra couple of dollars, really. Because what I see going on here is a rough, terrible thing. And if you don't have the income, what do you do?
Go on government welfare? I don't know.
And worse. It's no time to waste. It's no time to. You gotta. I think.
You know what I said? Time is money.
Oh yeah, and not only that, taking it at a different level. I think that people should try to strive higher, like what the Caymanian brother was telling me. Strive higher, my brother. You got to be making more money.
Good advice.
Yeah. So I've been.
But listen, I got another caller here, so you have a good afternoon. Okay, thanks for the call.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Jallo.
All right. And we do have another caller here. A WhatsApp caller. Oops, he hung up. Why did he do that? Yes. I'm seeing here that they had Mango Fest down at the National Museum on Saturday. It's become an annual event. seeing the Compass report here, and looks like they had a great turnout. They were on here on Friday promoting it. Sounds like it was going to be, a good way to spend an afternoon down on the waterfront there by the museum. And it said there was about 1,000 people attending, and they had some great fun there. The peel and eat mango eating contest. So you had to peel and eat, and had to peel it with your teeth. You couldn't no knife or anything. You had to do it the kind of rootsy kind of way. Peel it with your teeth and then eat it, and it was only considered eaten if all that was left was seed. Gotta suck it down to the bone. And it was also a great way for people to get introduced to the National Museum down there, is the ongoing exhibits that they have there. And we talked a good little bit on Friday about the Ira Thompson collection that they have on exhibit. And that was so great of them to put that exhibit together, because, of course, people of my age know Mr. Ira Thompson, who used to live out on the waterfront out there, just down the street from where the Church of God is. I remember going there as a kid when I was going to Truthview School out on the waterfront, and he had macaws. They were beautiful, beautiful macaws, and iguanas. And then he had all these things that he collected. Everywhere he went, he saw something. You talk about one man's treasure is another man's trash. Well, he picked up things that he saw wherever he went, and had a heck of a collection. We do have a caller on the WhatsApp line, so let's go to the WhatsApp phone. Good afternoon, you were on the air.
Yeah, good afternoon again, Chalo.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah. Concerning, I heard you mention something concerning people getting assistance from NAU.
Oh, when I was talking to that caller there? Or was it?
Yeah. So I hope the government realizes that there's a lot of people on NAU now.
Oh, yeah.
Getting help from NAU. Yeah, a lot of people.
As a matter of fact, I think they had to increase the funding for it, didn't they?
Yeah, because of the cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why government has to realize, and I'm sure they know, that if they continue to allow CUC to do as they please when it comes to electricity bills, all those people that are getting help from NAU to pay their light bills, the government going to be paying for them, for that, The government going to be paying every 1 cent for their light bills, Those people, because the government can't make those people that they're taken care of, they can't make those people light bills get turned off, You know that, right?
Well, even in this increase, the government has capped the increase even on the fuel, right?
Yeah, but that's not for too much a long period of time.
No, I'm not talking about the waiver specifically, but they've capped it for people who use up to 3,500 kilowatt hours. The increase instead of going to 19.195, it was capped at 0.18 cents. So, I mean, that helps. I mean, it's not like the government is not watching or trying to help with what's going on.
Yeah, they're trying to help, but as long as they continue to allow CUC to do as they please, and CUC continues going up with their light bills, whether there's a war going on in Iran or not, because whether there's a war going on in Iran or not, CUC is going up with their light bills. You know that, right?
Yeah, they have to show cause, as far as I know.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for a pretty long time now. But every year their light bill goes up with the contract they sign, and it's in the summertime, and that's a fact. Those are facts. So people can't be dependent on the government to put CUC in their place, you know. People can't be dependent on the government.
What would you like to see the government do?
What I'd like to see the government do?
Yeah.
See all of CUC's money transactions and see how much profit they're making. That's what I'd like to see the government do. And after the government sees how much profit they're making, then the government can say, well, you all can't say you're not making enough profit to continue running this utility company. And then the government will know when they're going too far with their profits, that is starting to harm people's finances and increasing the cost of living in the country. Remember now, you know, we've had governments for the last 25, 30 years who gave away almost $2 billion worth of concessions, you know. The people's money. Our money. The Caymanian people's money they gave away to billionaires. It's governments in the past 40 years that we depended on that made the garbage dump get where it is, you know.
Oh, yeah, pass it on from one to the other.
Yeah, so people
you get these attempts to do something, but they never seem to really develop.
Yeah, people can't be dependent on the government to take care of things. We vote for them, not me, because I haven't voted for the last two elections because it's a waste of my precious time. People have voted for people to go in the assembly building and to make laws and to put things in place that people can survive. People can save for a rainy day. And things are only getting worse. And things will continue to only get worse because this government now, they're doing certain things. They're doing certain things to try to help the Caymanian people. But the mean cause of the cost of living, the companies that are causing the mean cost of the cost of living to go up, they're not doing anything concerning them.
Well, let me ask you,
So
you said that the government should see CUC's books, right? The government
should be allowed to.
But, okay, so when CUC has a shareholders meeting, okay, they publish and tell their shareholders, they show their financials. You know, it comes in a nice little book. Is that enough? Is that enough transparency to see what the company is making?
The shareholders is the main problem in this whole thing.
No, well, I'm saying that they published their financials when they have a shareholders meeting, right? And they show what their balance sheet is, their profits, their losses. Is that enough transparency? I mean, the government could take one of those and look at it.
I can't go by that. I can't put my head on a chopping block and say that is facts.
So you're certainly not saying that they're giving false information to their shareholders.
I'm saying I can't believe everything they say. That's what I'm saying. And I have my rights to say that.
Well, I mean, if you want to doubt something, you can doubt it.
So what? All right, then. Why doesn't CUC allow the government to see their financial transactions and how much profits they're making?
That report is their financials. What they present to their shareholders is their financials.
They need to make it public. I don't want to hear nothing about shareholders. You can't.
But you wanted to see their books. You want to see their books. They show their books. Yeah, their financial records. That's what's contained in there. You know, how much revenue they had, how much expenses they had, how much money they got in the bank, whatever. Who their top salary makers.
You can't depend on what they show in shareholders as facts. You can't depend on that. Government needs to let their own accountants that don't have shares in CUC to check their books and to see their profits and to say to them when they see that they're going too far with their electricity bills, okay, you all are making enough profit now to continue running this utility company, and you all are going too far now with the charges for people's utility bills, because this is only going to increase the cost of living throughout the whole country, and people not going to be able to save $1 for a rainy day.
Well, listen, I got to take a break. All right? Take care. I'll be right back after this break.
Explore your history. Explore your land. Explore your sister islands, the ultimate staycation experience. Your culture, your freedom, the land that time forgot isn't gone. It's your sister islands.
Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Cineco's parametric insurance after hurricanes is now available for motor policies. Fixed automatic payouts cover incidental vehicle expenses like fuel, cleanup, and minor repairs. No claims, no damage required. $200 for comprehensive policies or $100 for third-party policies. Available exclusively through Cineco and included with all new motor insurance policies and upon renewal for current policies. Visit Cineco.ky today. Cineco. Keeping Cayman covered.
This is Roy Barton, and I'd like to wish Radio Cayman a happy 50th anniversary and many, many, many more.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. And we've got a WhatsApp message here. Someone saying, you're so right, because I received one of my light bills and it has risen from $689 to $919. And I'm sure a lot of people are opening bills, whether you get it by email or you get the physical bill, and your eyebrows kind of go, over the top of your head when you see how much you got to pay. And that's the story all over, because people, I don't think they quite realized the shock that was coming. But the price of oil has, gone up and beyond, and it's being passed directly through to us, and we're paying for that oil. So hopefully the day is not too far away that we're going to see more solar power in Cayman into the mix, because as long as we're, dependent on fossil fuel, we'll be facing these sorts of things, and we have a little voice note. Okay, so let's hear this voice note. Susan, go ahead.
Good day. I want to thank Miss Jan for calling in again. Miss Jan, please don't stop until you see the results that you and I want to see. I appreciate Miss Schmidt always calling in and supporting Miss Jan. I appreciate the person who sent the WhatsApp today supporting Miss Jan. And I am less tolerant than Miss Heather Borden about this litter. It annoys me. It's awful. I think in order to enforce this, there's going to have to be somebody standing on the street to observe when this litter is thrown out. It is terrible. And if the tourists come and find this as a clean place, because they've been to other Caribbean countries and they see that the place is not kept pristine and clean, and like people have civic pride. It's not that they don't see litter, it's just that we're better than other places they've been to in the Caribbean, and that's not good enough, because we live here, we see the litter, so we want the place clean, not just for tourists, we want the place clean for ourselves. So the only way I see to have this enforced, this litter law, is to have somebody on duty watching to see who throws it out the window. It's ridiculous, really, really ridiculous. Thank you for reading my message.
Well. Yeah, it's, it is hard to enforce, especially when people are driving by at 40 miles an hour and they, open the window and flip something out. But to be able to monitor that is the hard part. And we've just increased the penalties for littering, increased penalties for littering and illegal dumping. In fact, maximum fines for littering in public places have been raised to $5,000, and the law establishes an administrative fine system as well as new regulations requiring drivers to secure loads or use litter bins, which carry separate fines and potential imprisonment. So that's another thing that Miss Jan was talking about. Guys carrying, especially gardening trucks. They got a full load. In fact, it's like overflowing. And, they're driving down the street on the way to the dump, and stuff is getting blown off of the truck and landing on the road, causing a hazard. If it doesn't, potentially could hit a car behind them, right? So, the monitoring of these things is the hard part. And there you go. I didn't even realize that in that Litter Amendment Act 2026, that this had been addressed here about new regulations requiring drivers to secure their loads. And let's take this phone call. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Yes, Mr. Glidden, you're talking about Lake Bill.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to mention that earlier. My May, June, July. My May bill was $216, and June $240, and now July $276 for one individual. No central air.
Gee, I wish that was my bill.
And I looked at the reading of it, and 155 is for the government fluid alone.
The government what?
The fluid is $155. That's how CC got to break down.
Mm-hmm.
Fluid, yeah, $155 for the fluid alone.
For the what? The government what?
No. I said
the
when
fee?
you look at when you look on the bill,
Yeah.
you see
Uh-huh.
they got fluid charged for $155 on my bill, and my bill is $276 with all the little things added.
Right.
But I thought they said they was going to do something to minimize the CUC bill to help us in this crucial time of summer. But mine is just climbing for one individual, and right now, my windows are open in my house,
Yeah, well, mine went up even though I used 2% less electricity. But you see, it's that fuel. It's that fuel that is passed through, and the fuel has just gone beyond now.
But didn't government came out and said they was going to do something to try to help us with these?
Well, the waiver, yeah, but they also said you're still going to see that increase because they on top of the fuel, there was a government import tax, right? Just like anything else that is brought into the country, there was an import duty that was paid to the government. Government waived that until September, is it? But still, the cost of the fuel itself was so much. What CUC is paying their suppliers has increased so much that is passed through to us. And even though the duty is not being paid, it's still very, very high.
So all is blame that they giving CUC, half it not the blame for CUC. I would say to that degree.
Well, it's the cost of oil.
Look at the charge. Look at the charges that we paying to the government on a monthly basis. How many homes we got here in the island, how many businesses we got here in the island. We got one electrical company here in this island supplying everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you, like the gentleman said a while ago, you want to tell me that they can't see what they're making to give us a break. We don't deserve a break, and I understand it's going to go up again. Is it going up again this month, or is it next month going up? I heard something that they was going up again.
Are you talking about
going up again?
Just the rate for electricity?
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm not sure of.
I swear I heard something just a couple of days ago that the CUC will be going up again, some percentage between now and August. I don't know. I heard that.
I'll have to check it out.
Some news or other. I heard that on it was I'd rather not call no news places, but I swear I heard something in regards to there's gonna be a little bit increase again on the electricity.
Yeah. But listen, I'm going to look that up while we go to the news, and I got to go to the news now.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market.
With your latest headlines, I'm Elizabeth Charles. Civil servants are being invited to take part in Deputy Governor the Honourable Franz Manderson's farewell moment at the Government Administration Building this afternoon. A government statement says staff should be in place by 3:25 p.m. along the first floor staff corridor, in the cafeteria, or in the parking lot outside the staff entrance ahead of the farewell as Mr. Manderson leaves the building. The original appointment invites colleagues to gather there from 3:30 to 4 p.m. to show appreciation and wish the Deputy Governor well as he embarks on his retirement. Civil servants are also encouraged to visit gov.ky/legacy of service to leave personal messages of congratulations and well wishes. In international news, Marine Le Pen can still run in France's 2027 presidential election after an appeals court upheld her conviction for misappropriating European Parliament funds, but shortened her ban from public office and ordered her to serve 1 year under electronic monitoring. The court said it took into account the voters' freedom of choice in reducing what had been a 5-year ban to 45 months, of which 30 are suspended, leaving only 15 months of ineligibility that have already elapsed. Le Pen has previously said campaigning with an ankle tag won't be possible, but has yet to confirm whether she will stand. In other news, a High Court judge has dismissed privacy claims by the Duke of Sussex, also known as Prince Harry, and 6 others, including Sir Elton John and Elizabeth Hurley, against Associated Newspapers and the Daily Mail, ruling they failed to prove allegations of unlawful information gathering. Justice Nicklin said suspicion, even understandable suspicion, was not enough and accepted journalists' lawful explanations for how disputed stories were sourced. Those are the latest headlines. I'm Elizabeth Charles.
www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and a quick look at the weather here. 89 degrees here in Georgetown, and the afternoon forecast is calling for occasional cloudy skies, and the other current information, winds out of the east at about 7.5 knots, and humidity at 73%. Taking a look at the forecast for tonight, partly cloudy and hazy skies with a 20% chance of showers. A dust alert will be in effect. Temperatures will fall to the low 80s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. And sunset is at 7:06. The outlook is for partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and hazy skies with the chance of showers and possible afternoon thunder, as moisture is expected to linger through most of the week. And increase in cloudiness and showers are expected from Friday morning as a tropical wave moves into our area. Well, those tropical waves moving across us, giving us some rain to, rehydrate the earth, and good for the plants, right? As long as they just do that and nothing more, we're cool. And the National Hurricane Center is not expecting any development for the next 7 days. So weather looking good, and yes, we're talking about CUC just before we went to the break there. Yes, a rate hike is in the works. Let's see what this was a story from 7th of July, and says the cost of electricity is going up for households and businesses after a Caribbean utility company rate increase was approved by the industry regulator. based on last year's power consumption of 1,158 kilowatt hours a month for the average residential customer. Bills sent out in July will be 50 to 36 cents, $50.36 higher. So that's part of that increase. And you got to have the electricity, right? You got to have it. Anything that can be done should be done. One quick WhatsApp here saying, we are CUC hostages. And we have a caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Charles.
Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, and you?
All righty.
Yeah, I hope you had a good weekend, because it was really, really nice. The weather was in our favor and whatnot, but
it was a good
today
one.
Today kind of really hot,
Yeah.
I got complain a little bit, but you need to turn the temperature down just a little bit. Yeah. I'm trying to create shade. Out here. I heard before you last caller about trash. I guess that was a voice note, and I didn't get to hear what was being talked about it, but
yeah, people littering. Littering. That was actually a voice note that came in Friday, and we didn't get a chance to play it. But there's been some discussion about people littering, not having any pride in where they live, and also people with trucks, pickup trucks with trash in the back of it, and it's not properly secured, and it's falling over the road, causing hazards.
Okay. Yeah. I think trash in our islands, I should say, but mainly in Grand Cayman, is a huge problem, because if we was to do something like what Cayman Brac is doing with the year-round program, nice program, I think with my little experience going to Cayman Brac, I haven't seen the entire island, but it was pretty clean to my eyes from what I've seen from the airport to the location I went. And if we had a year-round program in Cayman to encourage the more constructive activities to do in the public and less time to idle, which is the ultimate goal towards social and against anti-social activities in the community, I think the current nice program that we are doing on I don't know if it's only for Christmas or if it's like certain special times of the year, but it only encourages wastefulness and carelessness in this island, because every time of that year, people are expecting to throw away their stuff when they should have been taking care of it. They're looking forward to throwing it away and replacing it. Every year, that's a problem, and it doesn't fail. It's always happening, and I think it's a community hazard, because all it's doing is encouraging hoarders to add into their collections, and it's also not cool when it's only one time of the year or two times of the year that we think about keeping clean or keeping our streets clean. And while they have people that could afford to buy all these things, they can't afford to throw them away. I don't buy into the necessary need of doing one time a year cleanup, because that's all it's encouraging people to throw away their replacements, their thing that they're going to replace, to make room for their replacements. They can afford it, throw it away. Throw it away at your own expenses. But if we did have a year-round cleanup, that they're obligated to take care of the streets where the tourists don't see us like living in a hogsty. It will encourage the tourists to want to come and visit more because they actually see the community taking care of the islands. And especially here in Grand Cayman, we're so popular. And being a God-fearing country, I think cleanliness is next to godliness, and we're one step away from godliness as long as we keep it nasty. So I believe that a year-round program, it mightn't fit for some of the politicians' views, but when they really look into it, we have an unemployment rate that is very small, thank God, but it can't be that expensive to fix that as well, because cost of living, we can't expect people to sit down on their behinds and do nothing at all and expect people to put food in their mouth, because if they don't get up, they'll constantly depend on that if they don't get up and do something. And I think the NICE program is a very good thing. If it was year-round, I'll keep repeating that, because that's a part of our culture now, that people are expecting to wait until the end of the year or close to the end of the year, throw away their things. And they're going to throw it away. The public,
but
like I said, some of these.
The NICE program, they're not doing the bulk collections, are they? Don't they go around cleaning up like the roadsides and stuff like that?
But that's not year round.
No,
it should be year round.
Well, I think that was more or less started as to like give people some income for Christmas.
Yeah, well, that should be a give people income year round. Like I say, it's a job. You got the Department of Environmental Health that in my opinion, can't keep up with all the waste that is happening in this island. They need a helping hand, but they don't need a full-time helping hand. They need a part-time helping hand, because what people would see, like one of the biggest embarrassment that I've seen in West Bay, when they had to clean up around of a shop right across the road from the police station, when DEH had to be called out to come and pick those things up. I think it was DEH. That's a big embarrassment when you know that there's people loitering around the place, throwing the garbage into people's yards, making the place look like a pig pen.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. But if they had a year-round program, I'm pretty sure, like how they have ants that don't sleep in the night or in the day, they'll still have someone out there picking up garbage. Thank God, if they can do something like that.
But, it would be great if you didn't have to have that. I mean, people just throwing garbage out like that. That's what kind of mentality do those people have?
But unfortunately, Mr. Charles, when you invite third world, you get third world. You can't expect to have people with no decency, no public decency, to abide by a rule in the more proper manner. You can't expect that if it has not been taught, and there's no program teaching people these things. That's a moral that you have to grow up with, and some people don't have no brought ups in this island. They just invited to come here to work, and they don't have no brought ups. These are the same people that tell you go on about your business. These are people tell you don't watch what I'm doing. These are the type of people that tell you go away when they're drinking in public. These are the type of people that is just, they have no public decency. Not to criticize anybody in specific, but there's individuals out there that this is just their daily routine to provoke the public. And that's a part of provocation when you're littering in the public and knowing well that if you throw in things in the garbage on the corner and there's a garbage just a few feet away, they would prefer to throw it away in the garbage because they didn't see it. It wasn't in hindsight. Their hindsight is just in front of their hands. So I think that if the government really did care about employment in this island, make the NICE program be their start on a year-round program to get those that are unemployed, that are interested, back on their feet.
You don't think that some of our own Caymanians contribute to the litter problem?
I'm not saying no, but I'm telling you it's an influence that is coming from a foreign. It's a foreign influence, because when you hang out with your peers, you act like your peers, right? If your peers are joking, you try to laugh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're
If you
doing
find it
certain
funny.
activities, yeah, you don't want to embarrass your friend now when they doing something wrong and say, yo, buddy, you should just. I mean, some people do it, but some don't. Some people don't even correct badness when they see it. Sometimes they just tolerate it. And you know what happens when you tolerate foolishness? It only gets worse.
Well, this is a WhatsApp message here. We're talking about, the litter and having people pick it up. This person is saying, I would like to let people know that DEH and NRA has daily litter cleanup programs, clean up from North Side to West Bay every week.
Yeah, well, they need to employ more people. Like I said, that part-time job would be very good for those people that always sign up for the nice program. That should be a very beautiful opportunity for them because it doesn't take any necessary skills other than a good sight and ability to pick up garbage with your hands or with the grabber and carry a bag.
Well, the last I heard about that was that they were going to expand that the people who get employed in that NICE program, that to find them a path to permanent employment.
Pray to God that happened.
That was something I think it was quite recently that I heard about that. I mean, sometimes though when you see all those people working, well, they're not really working. There's some of them doing something, but then there's a group of them sitting over to the side watching the ones doing the work. Listen, I got to take a break. Thank you for the call.
Yeah. All right.
Be right back.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Freedom, Cayman Rack. Freedom, Little Cayman. Soft breezes, blue waters, no traffic. Unwind and rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Sister Island Staycations, a taste of freedom. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
The best foundation you can wear is glowing, healthy skin. The offices of dermatologist Dr. Wayne Porter specialize in enhancing your skin's well-being. Whether you're seeking advanced skincare, including any skin cancers, Botox, filler, cosmetic skin enhancements, or simply looking to reduce wrinkles, Dr. Porter offers a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. For more information, email drporterkman@gmail.com or call 946-9020. That is 946-9020.
Hi Cayman, it's Erica Asai, and I just want to wish a blessed 50th birthday to Radio Cayman. They have been the pillar of entertainment for such a long time, as long as I can remember. And my most memorable moment with Radio Cayman is when I released my first song, as well as taking part in Youth Flex. So thank you so much for your many years of service.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. Well, someone sent me a picture on WhatsApp here of a truck, a dump truck in Boddentown. But it looks, I'm not sure whether there's a car over to the side. It looks like there was an accident there. I don't know if the truck rear-ended that car. But what I saw first was, this dump truck is, loaded to the gunnels, and, the cover that is supposed to be over that marl is not pulled back over it. So stuff could fly off of that truck, hit a car behind it. You see a lot of that on the road. We have a caller. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Glidden.
Hi there.
I hope you had a relaxing and enjoyable long holiday weekend.
Well, not every day. I had to do some work, try to catch up on things.
Yeah, that's what people use it for at times also. I wanted to give a few viewpoints on what the last caller was discussing there. I know that the NICE program was discussed in Parliament. I can't remember whether it was the Finance Committee or the actual parliamentary sitting days before that, but I know it was discussed. And as far as I can remember, I think they're still trying to determine how best to continue the program going that will benefit, everyone on a whole. I personally don't think that they should get rid of the program, and that it probably could be a few more times per year. I believe that the participants of the program, that they do a really wonderful job. And I think they take pride in doing those jobs also, because I see them a lot on the road, and I can see that they take pride in what they're doing, because they're benefiting Cayman as on a whole, and they're Caymanians. I do agree that sometimes, like you said, you'll see some sitting off on the road watching the other ones, and maybe they need more firm supervisors. But on a whole, I do think that the program, has a merit and purpose, and that our Caymanians that participate and take pride in participating in that program, and it also gives them something to look forward to.
But I like the idea of finding a pathway for them to have permanent all year employment.
Right. I think as far as I can remember, I heard Minister G they were discussing that in Parliament just recently, yes, about what they're still working on in regards to that. But on the other notes that the caller mentioned, I have voiced this already, and in particularly with landlord properties, rental properties, that landlords have to take responsibility to enforce that their tenants, regardless of where the property is located in the Cayman Islands, I don't care if it's, I don't want to call some areas names, because I might sound like I'm singling out some areas, and some MPs might get sensitive and say, why did I call out their areas? Because it's happened before. But, I believe that landlords, once you rent, or your property management company or real estate company has to enforce to tenants, whether it's just a room that you're renting in a house and sharing facilities, you have to make these tenants accountable with how they keep the properties, especially on the outer exterior, where other tenants may be exposed to, and the public is exposed to. That and I encourage all property owners also to put up cameras. I mean, cameras are very affordable these days. A.L. Thompson has a lot that are affordable. You can import them from Amazon, and I do believe, I may be incorrect, but I believe CBC gives some sort of tariff, like a discount or whatever you want to call it, on bringing in security equipment for private properties. But I want to encourage property owners also to install cameras and so forth on the exterior of their properties, so they can see what their tenants are doing, not inside to breach anyone's privacy and confidentially. But for instance, I just want to quickly say this, because I know you're getting ready to close. Like, for instance, in Florida where we were living, the HOA could tell who threw garbage in the garbage dumpster, and whether it landed in there properly or the box was too big and they put it on the side. And tenants were fined.
Oh, really?
$5. Yes, tenants were actually fined. And this is, I was there for a number of years and moved around quite a bit. And this is a general thing that is done with residential properties and tenants.
That's the homeowners association.
Right, but I mean, a property owner can adjust that for themselves also, and let tenants know. If we find that you're littering the area. If we find that you have a derelict vehicle here and it's not registered and it's not moved within a certain time, you have to enforce these things, because as the caller rightly said, we have Caymanians without prejudice, and respectfully I say this, Caymanians are generally not people who live like that, especially on the exterior. And so we have had concerns for years of persons migrating to the island, and their lifestyles and what they're used to in their background is much different than Caymanians. And sometimes this is integrated in the Caymanian, atmosphere. And so we have to keep a grasp on this. I know some years ago, MP for Georgetown Central and Miss Romelia, they were doing the beautification campaign and that sort of thing. And so we need to get those things continuously going on, because we do not want Cayman to become a rodent-infested island. And it's very easy for that to happen when you're not maintaining the environment in a healthy and sanitized way. And Minister Ebanks, Kathy Ebanks, she's very big on that. I know, Mr. Sims, we rarely hear from him from the Department of Environmental Health, but he is huge on sanitation and garbage.
He's called in here,
yes.
explained a few things when some,
right,
set people straight as far as what DEH does.
Right.
But you know what you're talking about with the tenants and somebody bringing in a derelict car, and that's why you need a lease with a tenant, that everything is set out in black and white. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. And nobody has any misunderstanding. It's there in writing.
Right. But what I can say to you is majority of the problems that are in these types of situations are void of leases. Leases are generally not given, So it has to be enforced. And I've seen a lot of videos, especially on TikTok, with tenants complaining that their landlords say they can't do this and they can't do that on the outside and they mustn't do this and they pay rent and all that kind of stuff. It has to be said right from the start. I did a video where I encouraged landlords, even if it's one page, type it up or put it in writing, and you and that tenant sign it. Simple as that. As long as you're living in this property, this is what is expected of you, whether you're renting a room for a month or 6 months or whatever, Most of those types of properties don't have leases to enforce, but it is a problem, and so hopefully we'll get a hold of it. But I'll leave you at that. I know you're getting ready to close off.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Okay.
You take care. A quick WhatsApp message here says, hello, Radio Cayman. I agree with a lot of stuff that the young gentleman said, but to have the nice cleanup all year round, people need to do their part in helping keep this island clean. We need to put up some large billboards throughout the island, big bold letters, phone numbers, so people can call in and report the license plate numbers or the car or whoever is walking or riding bicycles, the thing that they're doing to throw garbage out, then needs a healthy fine and a large billboard throughout the island with repeating a big sign saying that the cost of littering and a phone number on it so we can report the person. Yep. And where are we? I think we're at the end of the show. That's where we're at. It's 2:30. Thank you for all the calls. That's how we like to do it. Exchange ideas. We agree, we disagree, but exchanging of information and ideas. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Charles Glidden. One love.
Talk Today is brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history. Explore your land. Explore your sister islands. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066.
For over 50 years, Radio Cayman.